Why is holding singing circles my absolute favorite community building event? Well, for one, it's an opportunity to get vulnerable as a community. It's a way that we can get vulnerable that doesn't involve talking about feelings. Don't get me wrong, I love talking about feelings too, but not everybody wants to talk about feelings all of the time while maintaining their ability to stay in that space of vulnerability. So, what is something else that makes us vulnerable? Something else that makes us vulnerable is stepping on our own 2 feet and following our passions. There are a multitude of different things that a human being doesn't really want to step towards. So, stepping towards the same thing together, like let's say you want to become an entrepreneur, the odds of you finding other people that are wanting to become an entrepreneur in the exact same way and become vulnerable in those exact same steps in tandem is very rare. So if you come together as a community in a singing circle, you're all getting vulnerable together. Unless you're a professional musician, you're obviously going to be in a different position than everybody else. But the majority of us, we were not brought up in a culture that promotes singing together in a group. We were brought up in a culture that literally prioritizes, just looking at the people that know how to sing and pretending like singing is only for those people. Whereas we all sing in our car, in our showers, or we sing and belt along to certain songs from time to time when we have that inspiration. And when you do have that inspiration, how does it feel? It feels really liberating. It feels like the right thing to do. It feels like this is an expression of just being a human and enjoying your life. But then when we're around other people, we have all of these layers and all of these masks that we put on. So part of taking that mask off with others is singing together. A community that sings, dances, learns, and grows together is a community that truly sticks together. And some people, they don't even sing when they come to a singing circle. Sometimes they actually just want to be part of the vicarious energy and slowly acclimatize themselves to this place where they eventually can bring themselves to singing for themselves and singing in front of everybody. But truly, if you haven't, and maybe you're not the type of person that even wants to sing or even feels inspired to sing to any degree, you could still hold a singing circle. How would you do that? Well, you hold a singing circle with the intention of we're all doing this together. It might seem like the person who's putting the session on is the person who should know how to do the thing. But I truly am someone that is still a beginner when it comes to music and someone that is doing my best to sing different songs that challenge me. And every single time I sing a song that challenges me, I have that shaky vulnerability and discomfort coming up because I know it's something that I cannot yet do. So by bringing ourselves together and stepping into that phase of discomfort, there are so many places where people do this naturally when they're moving along their path of growth, but then we don't have somewhere where we can go there casually because this session is not who can sing the best. This is a session which is casually, we are coming together and hey, I've been practicing this song, I'm going to sing it. And hey, there's these easy songs that we can sing together and let's do that. Let's listen to the recordings when we go home on our own time and let's come together and do our best to replicate it as a group. You would be surprised to hear how much better people sound in a group as opposed to on their own, especially singing the exact same song. The voice is harmonizing, all of the mistakes just blend together, and it actually creates more diversity and more beauty. This is coming from someone who literally I only sang my first song when I was doing my training in Peru. I was 27, I was super uncomfortable, super nervous, and I felt like that wasn't something that I wanted to do, nor did I think that this was going to be part of my path of, excitement. Even though when I was younger, I always liked singing along in the car and doing all of the things that all of the people do. But now I'm here, and now I've already been putting on these singing circles for a long period of time, and I just realized that the people that come together and sing these songs, we bond in a way that you cannot know unless you do it. And you cannot really know unless you put one on for yourself. I had this thought a long time ago that what could I do here to network with the people who come together and sing songs together? Because I would love to be in a community of people that sing songs, but it didn't exist. And the only people that I've ever met that do sing songs, they're professional. They're turning it into something that is part of their career, and or they've had a history of doing this a lot. Where are all the people that are casual, that aren't taking this thing seriously, that aren't, making me feel insecure about my capacities? Well, they don't exist. And that's what I'm presenting here to you today, is that there is an opportunity around you everywhere, an infinite potential of coming together and everyone singing and becoming vulnerable together. It is so beautiful. Another way that people can become vulnerable together is by doing sharing circles together, which is another way of being vulnerable. And you can integrate those sessions into one so that it's not just one thing. You can kind of weave and mix and mash it all together. So if this inspires you, then I encourage you to take a look at the program that I have below, where I teach you how to run a multitude of different events that help create community and help bring people together. If this video inspired you, please like it and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.